You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Trevor Bauer, the LA Dodgers pitcher that is in a world of trouble right now over some allegations involving him and a female and some, I read some very heinous-ass details involving him and this woman. I mean, extremely vulgar and detailed. And so he could be in a world of trouble. And the LA Dodgers, his fellow teammates, have come out by way of the, I believe it's the LA Times, and have made it clear they really don't want this son of a bitch back in their locker room and on the team. Wow. That's an interesting dynamic. And it also kind of makes you wonder about Deshaun Watson. We won't get into that in this video, but something's coming regarding Deshaun too. Very quickly, make sure you guys go over, check out blackandwhitenetwork.com. That's right. We have a website, exclusive content on there, got some free content on there. 3 levels of memberships are available if you wish to support the channel by dropping a little extra donation. You're certainly welcome to. And we do have articles coming on that website as well as not only exclusive videos, we've got articles coming. Eventually, that website's going to grow into something much, much larger than what it is right now. And kind of in the same vein as Outkick, but our goal is to remain completely independent, whereas Outkick has since sold to Fox Corp. Don't expect that to happen with us. Okay, so, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you're new listening on podcast, which is growing like crazy, make sure you hit subscribe, go over to Apple Podcast, leave us a 5-star review. It really helps the podcast grow. Big time. Algorithms, all that kind of thing. Same thing as YouTube. Same thing as YouTube in the podcast business. So let's get to this article by way of Outkick. Report: a majority of Dodgers players don't want Trevor Bauer back. God. Pitcher Trevor Bauer has not exactly had the season he felt he would after he won the NL Cy Young for the Cincinnati Reds last year. He is currently on administrative leave from the Dodgers after being accused of assault. Major League Baseball put Bauer on paid leave on July 2nd under a joint domestic violence, assault, and abuse policy. I'm trying to clean this up for YouTube. Adopted by MLB and the Players Union in 2015. Now there's a report from LA Times writer Mike DiGiovanni that Bauer has not exactly endeared himself to the Dodgers clubhouse, and a number of players would be just fine without him. Wow. Quote, a majority of players do not want Bauer back under any circumstances. According to, quote, 2 people with knowledge of the Dodgers locker room dynamics. The current paid administrative leave for Bauer, which the club has previously extended twice, runs through Tuesday. Bauer was on hand in L.A. Friday for a court hearing, which was pushed back to August 2nd as Bauer's attorney asked for more time to prepare because of recently received medical records and exhibits. Oh, this is sounding really, really bad. Right now, the 3-day hearing is set for August 2nd, 3rd, and the 19th. Reports say Bauer's accuser will testify in the case and that her lawyers will call Bauer as a witness. Just to let you know, he has been advised to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights. It feels like the way things are going, Bauer won't pitch again in 2021. What the future holds from there is anybody's guess. Bauer has always marched to the beat of his own drum, but this time he might really feel isolation if he's found guilty and must stay away from the game for an extended period of time. That is from Matt Lodi over at Outkick. So, Man, that is saying a lot about the perception of somebody's character, a teammate. Locker rooms can sort of rally around guys when they know they're going through something. This locker room has said, to hell with this guy. He's a creep. He's a total creep. We don't want him back in here. That is a heck of a statement from the LA Dodger current teammates right now of Trevor Bauer have come out and said, we don't want the guy back. We don't want the guy back in the locker room. That tells you something. Okay? I mean, look, these are all allegations, but they don't even want to be around that dude. Okay? So that tells you right there that those players are saying, we think there may be something really wrong with this guy, and we are choosing to not want to have to work around this guy. People forget, these organizations, you go into the locker room, in large part, that is your workplace. Just like in the corporate world, when I would walk into a center and I would have to go to my office or whatever I was working in at the time, get ready for a conference call or whatever, these clubhouses are the same dynamic, okay? And I got to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to sit down and work with some guy that's under investigation for this same sort of thing. That's not exactly going to make anybody feel comfortable day to day now, is it? And honestly, it is companies' responsibilities, in this case a sports organization, to make sure their fellow employees and everybody involved, and I'm sure there's plenty of females that work for the LA Dodgers, you have to make sure these people feel safe when they come to work. That is an absolute given. You have to do that as an employer. I was in what you would borderline consider high management in the corporate world, and there's no options there. People have to be able to feel comfortable from a safety and well-being standpoint. You have no choice. Tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. Man, this thing could end up really bad for Trevor Bauer. Peace. I'm out. Till next.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.